Hey, we're back! Finally with some more Super Smash Bros. Disney. The last time I posted something in this series was about 6 months ago, which is way too long. I actually started rewatching some of my old episodes and absolutely loved them. And I know you guys really love this series and is by far my most popular on the channel. And I just want to thank you guys for the support you have given me. So I've decided this. Every other video will be a Disney Smash Bros. Video. Not only do I want to make this series, but I also want to make other Disney related content such as maybe gaming or D23 is coming around the corner, so some rumor videos. And even vlogs, because I have officially gotten into the Disney College program. I'll be working at Disney World come August, and I am so grateful for this opportunity. I've been dreaming about this since I was 5 years old. So, when I'm in Florida, expect a lot of Disney World vlog content. So, with that out of the way, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the biggest channel with 184 subscribers. And let's get on to character number 5, which is Peter Pan. Now, before we get into the actual moveset, I want to tell you guys a very special mechanic he has, and Smash fans will be very familiar with it. We all know Peach Float cancels. Yeah, he's gonna have that. We're calling it Pixie Dust cancels. He will have the exact same attribute as Peach Float. Also, Peter is very floaty and light, around the weight of Sora in Smash Ultimate. Now let's actually move on to the moves. First, we have the normal, starting with the jab, and it's kind of boring. It's just Joker jab. Next is his forward tilt, which is called sword poke. Peter stabs his sword forward. This references the start of the final fight against Captain Hook. And also, you can see some very high quality stick figure drawings I decided to make. I know, belongs in a museum. Next is up tilt, which is again kind of boring. It's just Joker up tilt. This references Peter losing his sword from Hook during their final fight. So this is future Peyton. So down tilt is different. It is actually called sword sweep. I have a different idea, but it didn't have a reference. But this one doesn't have a reference either, but I thought it fit more with Peter Pan. So he'll just sweep his sword across the ground, and this will act as like a combo starter. I feel like he needed this because he doesn't really have a lot of combo starters outside of it, besides maybe up tilt. I actually didn't really think that far, but yeah, this is his down tilt. Now back to the actual video. Next are the smash attacks, starting with up smash, which is called hat wave. Peter aggressively waves his hat in the air twice. This references Peter trying to catch Tinkerbell in his hat in the Darling Nursery. Next is forward smash, which is called sword slash. Peter hovers a bit and slashes his sword forward. This references the final fight with Hook, where Peter slashes right through the sail of the Jolly Roger. The final smash attack is down smash, which is called Lost Boy Club. Peter slams a club down, doing massive damage. Though not used by Peter, this references Cubby, one of the Lost Boys, which uses a club. He's the one in the bear outfit. Before we move on to the next section, we should talk about his dash attack, which is called dive and roll. This is just Snake dash attack, but it actually leads to a reference. This references Peter trying to catch his shadow in the Darling Nursery. Next are the throws, starting with forward throw. This is just Sonic's forward throw, but it sends a bit farther. This references a tiny kick Pan does during his first encounter with Hook. Next is up throw, where Peter throws his opponent in the air and does a mini celebration in the style of a howl. This references the defeat of Hook, and when Peter throws Hook's sword. Next is down throw, which is similar to Mario down throw, but instead, this has a little bit more impact behind it, and Pan gets a little higher in the air. This is a reference to Pan pushing Smee's hat down his face. Next is back throw, which is just Mario back throw, but he has the same amount of spins that Morty's jab has in Multiverses when you get that perk. This move actually has no reference. Next is the aerials, which is where Peter Pan is mostly going to excel at. Starting with up air, and this is a bit anticlimactic, but it's just Marth Lucina up air with way less range. This again, has no reference. No worries, we're getting to the exciting stuff. Next is down air, which is called nosedive. Peter dives head first into the ground at an angle. This references Peter diving to the ground during the You Can Fly musical segment. This can also reference Peter Pan saving Tiger Lily in Skull Rock. Next is neutral air, which is called sword fling. Peter releases his sword and lets it spin around him. If hit, the opponent is stuck until the move is complete. This move will actually start under him. This references his fight with Hook in Skull Rock. Next is forward air, which is called pirate boost kick. Peter drop kicks his opponent, and this does massive damage. Its startup is slow, but its reward is nice. This references Peter bouncing off the rope of the pirate ship and kicking Hook right in the gut. And finally, we have back air, which is called sword slice. Peter swipes his sword backwards in an upwards trajectory while also turning him in the same direction. This references Peter slicing the rope the children were tied to on the Jolly Roger. Next are the most unique part of a moveset for a character, the specials. Starting with neutral special, it's called Skull Buster. This is a slingshot that kind of looks like a gun. Peter will aim this at his opponents in varying directions. You can charge this move about the same length of time as Pit's bow and arrow. This move will stun your opponents a little bit, but doesn't do a lot of knockback. This references one of the weapons the Lost Boys use. Next is side special, which is called Jolly Roger Swing. Peter grabs the rope of a pirate ship and propels himself forward. But grounded, Peter jumps to grab the rope and keeps you in the air when it's completed. This references Peter grabbing the rope of the Jolly Roger to save himself. Next is Up Special, which is called Pixie Dust. This is similar to Malo's Up B from Rivals of Aether, but instead, you don't deal damage to your opponent. This gives you a lot of height and is a very good recovery tool. Next is Down Special, which is called Shadow Counter. This is probably his most unique move. When you hit Peter's counter, instead of the result of damage, his shadow appears. The shadow will do the same moves as Peter and will result in more damage being dealt by those moves for a few seconds before the shadow dissipates. About double damage. Sounds broken, I know, but he won't be out for long. Finally, it's his final smash, which is the Tick-Tock Croc. If hit, you get sent into a cutscene where you fall in the waters of Neverland. And then the Tick-Tock Croc swims at you at max speed and does a giant chop. This can instantly kill you if you are over 100%. Let's do some taunts, starting with Up Taunt, which is his howling chant. Peter jumps up in the air and beats his chest with his fists. This references the chants he does when he defeats Captain Hook. Next is his forward taunt, which is a whistle. We all know how iconic his whistle is. He'll use this instrument thing and play it while doing a dance. And finally, there's Down Taunt, which is Peter Teaser. That's what I'm calling it. He sticks his sword in his mouth and does a weird little funny face with his fingers. This is a reference to him teasing Hook. Next is my favorite part, the alternates. Starting with his base form, it's just the original Peter Pan look, with a light green shirt, green pants, green hat, red feather, and brown shoes. His first alternate is a red shirt with brownish reddish pants with a brownish reddish hat, an orange feather, and the same brown shoes. This references Cubby, the bear lost boy. His next alt is a light blue shirt with blue pants, blue hat, brown feather, and dark blue shoes. This references Wendy Darling, the oldest of the Darling children, and the one who tells the kids all the stories about Peter Pan and his adventures. She's also a very motherly figure to the Lost Boys. Next is a tannish yellow shirt with brownish gray pants, a blue hat, a white feather, and light turquoise shoes. This references Tiger Lily, the princess of the Native American tribe, and the one Peter saves in Skull Rock. Next is a white shirt with gray pants, a black hat, the same red feather, and black shoes. This is a reference to John Darling, the middle child and the more adventurous one trying to find the Native Americans and the pirates. This next alt is all pink, which references Michael Darling. Michael Darling is the youngest of the Darling children and looks up to Wendy and John. Next is an alt with varying shades of orange. This references Slightly, the second in command of the Lost Boys. He is the one in the fox costume. And finally, This ult is varying shades of purple with a brown feather. This references the twins. These Lost Boys are dressed up in raccoon outfits. So now I'm going to start asking this question every time the ults are done. What ult would you use? Comment down below. And that is it for Peter Pan in Super Smash Bros. Disney. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to more characters, because this is definitely not stopping here. There's going to be a lot more. We are going from Smash 64 to Ultimate, so be prepared. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the biggest channel with 185 subscribers. And I will see you guys next time.